All right, this is episode 71
That's right, 71.
of
Polite Talk Podcast.
Yeah. I'm Poppy,
I'm Keyblade Warrior.
and today we got the best of the best freaking podcast episode for you guys. Yeah, we're basically going to start off with talking about. So as of this recording, yesterday was the 8th of February. Today is the 9th, and yesterday we had a Nintendo Direct that showed basically everything we're gonna see in like the first half of 2023 with games.
I think it went all the way to July.
Yeah, and so that's mostly kind of like what it covered, but we're going to kind of talk about the games that we're excited for and that we liked from that Direct. And then our main-ish topic is going to be about Hogwarts Legacy and mostly the controversy behind it and how stupid it is. Yeah. There's your spoiler. Anyways, so Mr. Keyblade Warrior, what'd you think about the Direct, brother?
Dude, it was good. Okay. I was saying a little bit off the podcast about how there was a lot that kind of was like meh.
Yeah.
Like there's one that looked like a sim world. I don't know. There's just a bunch that I didn't really care for. There's a detective one.
Yeah, Layton.
Yeah.
Professor Layton.
And then there's a bunch. I get the Nintendo Direct can do whatever they want, but like,
right,
you're adding DLCs as like a huge announcement. I was kind of like
expansions. They do that. The thing is, like, when they don't have a lot of games to show, like big games,
yeah,
they'll kind of pepper in expansions and DLCs and stuff.
But they had a few big, huge games. Like, I don't know. I'm just not a big.
Well, yeah, I mean, for sure the biggest one was Zelda.
Yes,
for sure. Tears of the Kingdom, which I'm sure that's one of the ones you're hyped for.
Yeah.
Definitely hyped for that as well for myself. And then the other one that's probably around the same level, which not really, but like can somewhat compete with it in the sense of like it being a big name, would be Pikmin 4. But that's really the only thing.
Yeah. Or they did a lot of good remastered, which I'm okay with. They remastered 3 games.
Ooh, which
off
ones?
The top of my head.
Which ones do you like?
Metroid.
Oh, okay.
As you're looking at it on your phone.
Yeah.
Metroid. Yeah. They remade it.
Finally.
Yeah, no kidding.
You know, it's kind of funny, and I'm not a Metroid fan at all, but I know that the Metroid fans have been waiting for Prime 4. And it's funny that they remastered the old games before they came out with Prime 4. I don't know. Honestly, now that I think about it, like, are avid, true fans of Metroid okay with that?
I just like the game. I'm not like a diehard.
Right.
But I'm curious. If you know, let us know.
Yeah. Yeah, I am curious about that.
Because there are some hardcore fans out there.
Oh, yeah.
Like
with anything, for sure. But yeah.
Tales of Symphonia remastered.
Oh, you like Tales games?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Actually, I shouldn't say games. That was the only one I ever played.
Oh, gotcha. Cool.
Just a lot of good memory. My friends used to kind of play that game a lot. Mm-hmm. And it was just fun, just brought back memories, and I saw the trailer and I was like, oh, gasp. So I'm excited for that. And then I guess I don't know if it's remastered, but the new Kirby game, Return to Dreamland.
You know what? When that showed, I thought of you right away.
So I was like, that'd be fun. It's just, man, Kirby's just an easy game to just relax and play,
Oh, yeah.
There's not a lot of... You can't be too stressed playing Kirby.
No.
So those were the... I can't remember if that one was remastered or not.
I think it was.
I thought it was, but I didn't write it if it was remastered or not.
Right.
But yeah, so... Yeah, anyways. Those are the 3 that I was kind of excited for. The rest, I'm just curious, and I'm going to... I'll talk about them when you're ready.
Sure. So basically, the ones that I was interested in, because to be honest, nothing in this direct super got my attention, like that I'm like super super hyped for. Breath of the Wild is probably the most interesting one, but like for example, besides Breath of the Wild, I'm interested in one called Fantasy Life. The Girl Who Steals Time. So the first Fantasy Life game came out on the 3DS like freaking I think it was like 10 years ago. Like it was a long time ago. But it was really really fun. It's like it's one of those games that you pick like your own, it's like a life sort of game, kind of like Animal Crossing, but it's like an RPG as well. And so it's cool cuz you can pick like, you know, a warrior, you can pick a knight, you can pick a woodcutter, you could pick like a carpenter, a miner, and all these different classes or jobs. I forgot what they're called in the game. They help each other out in different ways. And so, and you're basically, it's just cool. It's like a cool little concept. Again, the closest thing I can like compare it to would be like Animal Crossing meets like an RPG.
Yeah.
And it's like, basically that's what it is. And I probably wouldn't buy it, but it's definitely one of the most interesting ones that I saw in this direct. So that one and Breath of the Wild are probably the most that I'm like, I would buy if I did buy them. And then besides that, I am kind of interested in Fire Emblem Engage. So that, it showed just like an expansion or a DLC for it or something.
Yeah.
And honestly, I am kind of interested in that game as a whole, because I have been a Fire Emblem fan for many, many years. I kind of just recently dropped off from the series, ever since they moved away from the 3DS. But this one kind of looks pretty good, you know, and all of the DLC that they're adding, obviously there's quite a bit that of content that they keep adding to this game. So it's probably going to have more content added as well. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, it just looks cool. It looks pretty cool, and I'm kind of curious about it. And then I will say Pikmin 4 did actually kind of look pretty fun. But I probably wouldn't buy it. So
my Morgan will.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
She likes Pikmin.
Oh, cool.
She plays a few with her brother.
Morgan's his wife, by the way.
Yes.
If you're listening.
And she always yells at me for not mentioning her. So.
That's why I said that.
But yeah, so I'm sure she'd like that.
She needs to get a name, by the way.
Like Keyblade X.
Because if she's an anime nerd now.
Yeah, I hooked her.
You know? And someday she might join us on this podcast.
She might.
And so she needs to have her own freaking name. There you go.
Task.
There you go.
So Pikmin was on my list for her. Okay. Zelda. The only thing that really intrigued me about Zelda was the way they made the villain look. You know, when he was upside down and kind of creepy.
Yeah.
And then he jumps and
I
don't know what she says, and she's like, "Give him your powers." And I was like, okay, but the rest, like, there's cool mechanics,
right?
Obviously, but it looks the same as the first.
Yeah, I had that problem too.
I'm like, it looks like the same game,
right?
Maybe a few different villains.
If it kind of feels like this could be an expansion to the game, you know, to the first one.
We'll see though.
Yeah, and to be honest, like, if I bought any of these games, that one would probably be the one I'd buy first. But honestly, I don't think I'm buying any of these games. I'll be honest.
There's like I don't think I'll buy them. I'll watch people play them, but maybe this one.
Okay.
And it's the Dead Cells Return to Castlevania.
That looks pretty cool.
I loved the Castlevania games growing up.
Oh yeah. Oh cool.
Like,
respect.
Those were some of the first like kind of creepy games I would say I played.
Yeah.
Growing up, so that just brought some nostalgia, and I would, if it looks good enough and I hear good reviews about it, I might buy it just to try it out.
Yeah.
But the rest are just I want to watch people play.
Right.
And I have like 10.
Go ahead.
Octopath Traveler 2.
Oh, yes. So,
I've never played the first one. I didn't even know this existed.
Okay. I got a little bit of crap for this when I said this in a little group of friends, but basically, the game, honestly, is gorgeous. It's a incredible art style, just beautiful graphics. My problem, and it's stupid, but it took me out of the immersion of the world. But when you go into a fight, the monsters or enemies you fight, even if it's like a normal soldier, for some reason gets a glow up and like looks like a big version of itself,
Yeah.
like a normal character. But your characters are all still chibi. And for me personally, it's just like all these enemies look so epic when you're fighting them, you know?
Yeah.
But then why are you still chibi? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it just kind of took me out of the immersion of it. Like, either everything should be chibi or everything should be full blown, like, because with the characters, they have like normal models of them, like in like the artwork of the game. Like, why couldn't you just use that art for like the combat?
Yeah.
For, you know, like, instead of just keeping to the chibi, which again, if it was all chibi, it would be fine. But it just, for me, just breaks me out of the immersion of the game. And I know it sounds stupid, but that's the only reason why I didn't like the first one that much. But the second one looks good.
It does. I've never played them, so that was my first time hearing of it.
Yeah. But anyways, it might be
interesting.
dumb.
We'll see. Like I said, I'm just gonna
But-
watch people play these, and then
Sure. Yeah.
people are gonna be like, "Oh, you're not a true fan." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not," because none of these are like my main games I play. Sea of Stars looked really interesting.
I think I remember that one.
That it just looked cool. That one just piqued
Right.
my interest.
Right.
And then Rain Code was the last trailer I think I watched,
Okay.
because I didn't watch the whole
Direct. Yeah.
direct. I just watched the trailers.
Right.
And that one was kind of interesting. Kind of looked cool, just unique. It piqued my interest.
Right.
But the one thing that really piqued my interest
Mm.
the most, honestly, out of everything, was the fact that they're putting Game Boy games
Oh yeah.
on them, and they had some of the Pokemon ones. They had,
Did they have Pokemon ones?
yeah.
Oh, those were probably coming or something.
Oh, they're coming, yeah. But
Right.
they had in the trailer, when it's panned through, they
Oh.
showed some Pokemon games in it.
Right.
They had Mario Kart. They had some original Mario games.
Right.
So I'm curious. There's a bunch of great games on the Game Boy. Game
Yeah.
Boy Color, I think. Is it? Or those?
They have Game Boy and Game Boy Color. Yep. They have Game Boy, and I think Game Boy Advance too.
So really cool stuff,
Yeah.
which I'm glad they're doing, because now a lot of younger people can experience those.
Right.
Obviously, they don't get the feel of trying to find the
the
right angle of
Pokemon.
light when you're playing a game. You remember doing that?
Oh yeah, dude. I had this little plug-in light.
Yeah,
that
you
you
could-
plug into it. Yeah.
But if you didn't have that, or
Yeah,
you couldn't
no, you
find
were-
it, you're
Yeah. Yeah.
trying to
you'd have
sneak
to,
a light
be
up.
in a
Yeah.
weird position to.
Especially when you're in the middle of the night and you don't want to
Classic.
get caught by your parents. You're like,
Uh-huh.
I just want to play.
Oh freak, dude! That brings me back, bro.
So I'm sure no one has to go through that now, because it's
Nope.
all
They
glowed.
shouldn't.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's
But yeah, the games, people get to experience honestly what it was like, and kind of what brought a lot of people into video games.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, it was huge in the Game Boy freaking Color era was huge for me.
Yeah.
It was huge, and the Game Boy Advance era. But yeah, man, totally agree. That's
no one
cool.
knows the difference, when you got your Game Boy,
Mm-hmm.
and then they announced the Game Boy SP. No one can feel the joy of having a toggle of light on it. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
Yep.
Like, it was just so cool.
Oh yeah.
Just joys.
Oh yeah. Good classic moments. Love it.
Take me back.
Take my bag. But yeah, bro. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I'm excited. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Gotta watch a lot of people stream.
There you go. Have fun with that. Have fun with that, brother.
That's right.
Cool. Well, it sounds like we're basically done with that segment. So let's move on to the meat and potatoes. Sorry, the fish and chips of this episode. You see what I did there? Because they're from Britain, mate. They're London.
They're Londonish.
They're Londonish. They're English. Okay, so. Okay, listen. Like you said, Keyblade Warrior, we're probably going to get some crap for this, but I don't freaking care, okay? If you think that you are so righteous to tell other people things that no one should say and just criticize people and tell them not to play a game just because you do not agree with something that the creator of that game...
Not even the game.
No,
She's not a part. She has no say. She's not a part of it. It's only Warner Brothers who created the game. She has nothing to do with it. The writer of Harry
the
Potter.
creator of the material
universe.
of the universe.
Way back in the day.
Like, if you... I literally cannot believe there's literally a group, like, I don't know how big this group is, but they have made a legit website of where you look up a streamer to see if they have streamed Hogwarts Legacy. And if they do, they cancel them. Or they try to. Now, I have heard recently that they're basically this whole movement of trying to cancel creators playing this game has severely been getting a lot of pushback from the people that are against, cancel culture. But I legitimately cannot believe how, of a stupid, infectious, mindset this group of people have, to where they think that they're doing some sort of righteousness in the world by going and bullying streamers and bullying content creators, bullying people that want to play this damn game just because, the creator said something they don't agree with. And that's even the thing. You even said it wasn't anything that was too crazy.
No, and for sure, you do what you want with your life. I'm not against it.
Absolutely.
By all means, go ahead. But what she said, and you could read tweets, and granted, she copied, retweeted some people, and if it hurt your feelings, sorry, but it doesn't give any right for you to go and hurt someone else's feelings.
Absolutely.
I didn't know this, but you text me. There are people making people cry on stream, bullying them to the point. And now, let's say you've done that, and heaven forbid this happens, but you felt so powerful, and over a video game. Just remind me, this is over a video game that the creator of the universe has nothing over. So this is separate. I get the universe, you can hate it, but nothing to do with it. You go out and you cause someone to commit suicide or harm themselves. Let's say this is their livelihood, and now they don't want to do it anymore. They go broke, they lose their house, they lose a family. You don't know what you're causing on the back end. And like I said, I'm fine with you doing whatever you want in your life. Really don't care. And I don't support bullying in any matter, no matter who you are. And we know who the community is and who it affects. What the creator said of Harry Potter. Sorry if it hurt your feelings. I don't necessarily have to agree or disagree with her. But even if let's say I hated her for saying that, I don't have the right to go up to you if you played the game and say hurtful things to you, because you have the right to do what you want.
Exactly.
It's just mean. And I felt bad hearing about the streamer who got bullied to the point of like, tearing up on stream, crying, have a breakdown. That's just mean.
Like for me, it's just they literally become what they've been trying to fight against.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what have you been so blinded by hatred that you can't see what you've become? Like and I'm just gonna say it, but like the person that I knew about that got bullied is I don't know her name, but she's from Girlfriend Reviews. It's a really big channel on YouTube, and there's a clip that's going around that shows the situation, and you can obviously tell she was crying, but that's not okay, bro. You know what I mean? Like these people are just trying to play a game, bro. Like, and honestly, I know for a fact that this game has probably gotten more attention and more sales because of all this.
Listen to this. At one point on Twitch, I might be wrong with the numbers, but I think it had like almost 1 million views on Twitch combined, or over 1 million views. Like, people swarmed. And when I went on late at night on Twitch, it shows your categories. It had just chatting is usually the highest.
Oh, okay.
It had more than just chatting.
Wow.
At night, like I'm talking like midnight.
Right. And that's the thing too. It's like I've seen like little clips of like the game. It looks really cool.
Yeah,
like,
it's like a fun open world.
It looks amazing. A lot of people are comparing it to Elden Ring. A lot of people are comparing it to like huge open world games. And it looks freaking awesome. Like, I never thought I would be somewhat interested in a Harry Potter game. But
I might buy it because it looks pretty good.
I have a lot of buddies that are buying it, dude, and playing it.
But it just boils down to just be a good human. And I get it sucks. Like, I'm not one for bullying, like I said. I don't want to... Like, if someone's done something to you, I get it. They shouldn't have, but don't do it too. Which is sad because it's just a game.
Yeah,
it really is a game,
bro.
And people are gonna be like, "It's more than just a game." It's the creator of Harry Potter has nothing to do with this. So like, I get she created a universe surrounding it, but I mean, I'm sure there's lots of games out there that people enjoy or shows, and the background people are a lot worse than what she could be, and you just don't see it. She's just a little bit more public about it, and you just don't be mean to people. Just live a good life and be kind. Be kind. And that Cinderella movie, her mom always told her to be kind.
I believe is it
the real life version, like not the animated one. They have like I don't know if it's called Cinderella, but she basically, her mom is like, be kind, and she's always kind to her stepsisters.
Oh.
It's the same story, Cinderella, but be kind.
Be kind. Rewind.
Yeah, just...
yeah, I just wanted to talk about this specific subject because, like, I literally cannot believe how much, like, hate people are getting just because they're interested in a game. And like, it's funny because I watched this clip of this guy that was basically making fun of this group of people that think it's okay to cancel people, and just kind of calling them out in a way of like why don't you find a better way to voice your actual like disagreement with this person, with J.K. Rowling, I think her name is. Yeah. I honestly don't even remember, but he's like, why don't you go and like what's it called, protest outside of like freaking Disney World, of Harry Potter World, or like, of like something that actually she like is more of a part of, because like you said,
everything I read.
This is nothing.
Everything I read online like said she has no part of. Yeah,
she's the creator of the universe, but she probably had nothing to do with this game. So it's like, you guys are picking the wrong fight here. Like, what are you fighting? What are you fighting against?
And like, sure, if you're trying to stand up for something righteous, but don't be mean to others.
Yeah. That's
Like,
not the right way of doing things.
No, you never attack someone like that. Be kind. Show them. Like, I'm not saying who's right or who's wrong, but show them via your actions why you are right. You know, because now people are gonna look at you and be like, why would I want to hang out around someone like this?
Or listen to someone like this.
Yeah, and it's a little disgusting to see behavior around a video game, which is meant to just, and streamers are there to share some people
excitement.
The love, the excitement of
There's different kind of streamers, for sure.
but like, just the joy and that people come together and talk and have fun, and there's always a few trolls, but
yeah,
the fact that an army is formed over
it seriously pisses me off that they decided to attack such like a good person.
Yeah,
because the girlfriend and the boyfriend, well, I get they're married now from girlfriend reviews. They're such good people. Like, they're a cute couple. They're hilarious. It's a great channel, just full of positive vibes. You know, she's quirky and funny, and like he's like funny as well, and just like kind of dry humor, but like they mesh so well together. But they just create such a positive vibe, and just that clip totally just pissed me off because she did not deserve that. No. They did not deserve that. They really did not. Like when innocent people get hurt, it's just not okay. It's just not fair. You know, like, we get what you're trying to promote or say when you're trying to cancel people, but again, that's not the way to do it, bro. Like, it's just not. And going back to the video that I was talking about, these people are just finding the easiest way to complain, because this is by far the easiest way. Like, who's going to buy a ticket to go to Disney World, to Harry Potter World or whatever, and stand outside and with signs and saying J.K. Rowling is, transphobe or whatever? Like, that costs way more time, money, like, but hating on a video game, especially people that play it, easy. Just type a freaking all night long, and bam, you've done your work in the world.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I just don't be a bully. That's what it boils down to. Be kind. No matter, both sides too. Like,
absolutely.
Because there's going to be people who play the game and are going to say hurtful things to the other side.
Yeah.
But like, you just always be kind.
Yeah.
Because I know a few people who'd probably say some hurtful things, back. Mm-hmm. But you just don't do that. You be kind. You be cool, calm, collected. It just resorts into more trouble in the future when you hurt and act like a savage. It's not.
Well, and unfortunately today, and I really don't mean to get political because I hate politics, but like, in today's world, no matter what side you're on, it's just
baring teeth and fighting each other.
Yeah, and it's so exhausting for the people that just don't care. It's so exhausting. Like, it's just like, we're over it. Like, we don't care. Like, we respect everyone. I'm sure you're the same way.
Yeah.
We just respect everyone. Everyone's got their opinions. But like, dude, this just reminds me of, like, so I had on my other podcast, I had a Japanese guy that I talked to, and he literally talked about that, like, because in one of the new Dragon Quest games, Dragon Quest 11, there's a character that's very flamboyant. It's not technically confirmed if he's gay, but it's very obvious he probably is, which is fine.
Yeah.
But, in Japan, it's a completely different culture, and for example, he's just very, like, interested in seeing that in the Western world, Silvando, which is the character's name, is like super, super popular, most people's favorite character, blah, blah, blah. But in Japan, he's like near the bottom of like what people like him. And it's nothing against that kind of culture, people, or, way of life. It's just that the Japanese culture is very different. They just think he's a mediocre character, like they prefer other characters, besides him.
Yeah.
And something that he said while we were talking on the podcast was just like, in Japanese culture, it's all about respect. And so we usually do not say what our political views are in conversations, in outside with people, like we usually don't talk about anything that is like some sort of ground where there could be some sort of possible altercation or a disagreement and stuff like that. They're just very respectful in general. And that's how I try to be. Like, I'm not saying I'm perfect and I'm like the perfect person and I respect everyone all the time. Obviously, I've got my downfalls and my faults, but I genuinely do not look to say anything or do anything to upset anybody, no matter what you believe in. Because I genuinely believe we're all on the same freaking planet, bro. Like, we might as well just get along. Like, what's the point of fighting? Like, why do we have to do that? Like, why is that something that you feel like you should do? Is it boredom? Is it like, are you mad at something? But why? Like, what is the point of being an ass?
Yeah.
Like,
Like, everyone gets, it's like different though, and this is how I view it, is like everyone gets angry.
Right.
Like, people can say things that hurt anyone's feelings.
Right.
And but me, it's like, why would I then, he hurts my feelings, why would I go to someone else who has nothing to do with it?
Right.
And hurt their feelings?
Right.
It just doesn't make sense. I don't get it.
It's just not worth.
When you told me the controversy, I was like, what do you mean controversy? And I had to look up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, people are rude.
Yeah.
And there's no need
Over
to
the
be.
top.
Yeah.
Over the top.
And like I said, sure, you don't like a person, but don't go hurt a third-party person because of it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just not cool.
No.
Just don't do it. And I know that we're going to get people... Like you said, there's going to be people that totally like take everything we say out of context, or even just blame our skin color and say we don't have validation in this. And I know I'm Latino, but I know. I don't like to pull that card out.
No, I know.
But like, still, it's the same thing. It's like, bro, just take this with a grain of salt. We're just being honest, like, and human people.
Yeah, and they're gonna take it wrong and be like, you hate our community. No, I don't care.
You guys don't understand because
I don't care about any community, to be honest. You do what you want in your life.
Literally. Don't
harm others and be kind.
That's all. That's
what
I live by.
That is what I care about.
That's legit.
In my life, I'll live the way I want and not harm people. And like, voice your opinion, but don't be mean.
Right.
And that's where I draw, like, when you told me all that, that's where I drew the line. I was like, you can't pass that line. The moment you start being mean, you are
and that's the thing too. It's like, you should know, you should already know where you could be yourself and where you shouldn't be yourself. In the sense of, like, sure, some people have radical views of things or maybe unpopular opinions, but you should know where you should be able to be comfortable enough to, like, just go nuts on, like, what you believe in. Like, even if it's not physically with people, but on the internet, there's communities where you can just, and threads and areas where you can totally just let loose and say whatever you want or think whatever you want. But once you're using that towards somebody else to make them feel bad, and especially in this case, again, this is a freaking game. Like, what? Yeah. We just keep saying the same thing at this point, but it's yeah.
It is what it is.
It's just...
and we'll get a lot of hate,
Yeah.
And that's
I'm
okay.
ready for it. Bring it on.
And I don't know. Spread kindness.
Yeah.
If you're listening this far, go do something good tomorrow or today, whenever you listen to it. Just be kind to someone. My 4-year-old is learning this in preschool.
Respect.
She got a bucket, and she says, fill someone's bucket up with kindness.
That's adorable.
So she went up to her sister, gave her a hug. She shares. Like, she's being kind to people, and she's 4. She's learning this. We're adults. We should know this, Spread kindness.
Yep.
Fill someone's bucket up. Be happy. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Just kidding.
Oh my God.
Fill it up that way if you prefer, but, fill their...
Make sure they're okay with it.
Yes. First, we don't like that kind of bucket filling.
Yeah.
But yeah, be kind. Treat people with kindness, and
Absolutely.
honestly, a lot more will come from it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And the world will be happier. I'll be happier.
Yeah.
I'm always happy though. I'm actually a pretty happy kid, but
yeah.
I just be kind. I can't say it enough.
I agree. 100%.
Love everyone. Be kind to them, and just
and that's the thing.
You don't need to like them.
If you disagree with them, just
ignore them and voice your opinions in a proper manner.
Respect them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just respect their opinion and just move on. Like, it's like there's what is the point of arguing? Like, what is the point of it? What do you get out of it? What happens when you open that book? Is it ever anything positive? Can you truly think about that, any argument you've had? Like, what are you getting out of it in a positive way? Like, if you have a disagreement with someone, you can 100% have a very civilized, like, normal toned disagreement, even if you end up, again, not agreeing with each other. You can at least, like, respect the other person's point of view. Like, I've had many of those situations in my life. Like, there's no need to hate people for no reason or because they don't agree with you. That's literally just like you said, like, that's literally taking steps back beyond kindergarten. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Anyways,
it's crazy. That's
no.
it's whack. Just
yeah.
And if you are one of those people who have hurt people's feelings because of something, just get past it and remember, be strong and be kind.
Yeah.
I know people hurt people's feelings.
Right.
Things get said, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot, I don't know. Be kind.
There you go.
I'm just going to keep saying it.
Be kind, rewind.
I should get that tattooed on my forehead. Be kind.
Yeah.
Rewind.
Yeah.
Fill people's buckets up.
Oh my God.
With consent. Give them a hug, high five.
Right.
Fist bump. Give them a good compliment.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Because if not, we're basically just gonna keep repeating repeating ourselves. Yeah. Do you want to talk about what we're playing /watching /doing?
Yeah, I'm watching a lot right now, actually.
Like?
The Ice Blade Sorcerer,
Oh,
Shadow
right.
of the World,
Uh-huh.
the Iceman and his cool female colleague,
Right.
My Hero
All this
Academia with my
cold
wife.
stuff.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
right. It's a war one.
A war one.
It's
War of the Worlds?
What's about a war? Okay, I'll just go through. Blue Lock.
Ooh.
The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel.
Huh?
The Misfit.
Trails of Cold Steel?
Yeah.
That's an anime?
It is now. It wasn't a game, I think.
It's always been a game.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Misfit of King. Oh, gosh, I can't read. The Misfit of Demon King
Whoa. Academy.
Whoa. Tales of Outcast, which I kind of put on hold because it's not my favorite, so I'm watching that last.
Okay.
And then this is a video game. NIER, Nier
Whoa, Nier Automata has an anime?
Dude, it's great.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That game, I've never played it, but everyone freaking talks about it being awesome.
And then these are on the backlist once this, before winter and spring anime, I'll catch up on these. But the Ancient Magnus Bride, the Villainous. I'm the Villainous, so I'm taming the final boss.
Yeah.
And then I'm reading Black Clover, My Hero Academia, One Piece here and there. I haven't read any of these yet. They're just on my list. One Punch Man, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Damn.
I'm reading. I'm playing Genshin. I'm playing the Apex Legends. I know a lot of people who are into like
Anal Sex Legends, yeah.
Yeah. Who are into that, whatnot. I'm just kidding. There's a lot of people who watch anime and play the type of games on Nintendo that we talk about. Aren't big fans of battle royales, but I am.
Oh. Yeah.
Mainly like people at work. I just like compare. And I'm like, why don't you guys just like BRs, you know? Which is fine. It's to each their own. Yeah. I love BRs. I just love the thrill of being better than everyone.
Yep.
But yeah, I've been playing that, and then.
So you like butt rubs?
Yeah, dude, all the time. What?
BRs. You said you like BRs.
Yeah. I downloaded this game. I haven't opened it yet, but it looks cool. It's called Neverland on my phone, and it
sounds
looks really cool.
Yeah. Is Michael Jackson the main character?
Yeah. Actually, you don't want to get too graphic, but it's rated M for mature.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I got a lot going on.
Yeah. Yes, you do, bro. Yes, you do. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you. Honestly, I cannot believe how much stuff you're watching and doing. Yeah. That's crazy.
I just dude, I love anime, man.
Yeah.
I
just can't believe you can find that much time to keep, that's crazy. Respect.
Dude,
Respect.
Just whip your phone out when you have like 5 minutes. Watch 5 minutes of an anime.
I can't do that.
I know people can't, but I'm so okay with that. I don't need to like binge.
Yeah.
Like some people, full episode. I can watch like 10 minutes and come back to it.
Okay, see, I didn't know that. That makes sense.
A lot of it is because I have 3 monitors at work, and like the shows I'm not really interested in, I'll play it, and then I'll look over, see what's going on. Ding! So, like the Ancient Magnus Bride, I've watched so much of it because it's always playing, and
so you're not really watching it though.
Just the lower ones, the like Blue Lock, the Ice Sorcerer one. Like I would say 90% of them, I am.
Interesting.
I am watching them. I'm like, yeah, boy. And then, but here's what's nice. Yeah. Like I can pause it,
right?
Do my work, get do all that, and then like at a lunch break, watch some more.
Right.
On my break, watch some more. So. And then I just whip my phone out when I can. Read, watch.
Respect.
Do what?
There you go. That's what's up, dude.
Elden Ring, boy. What are you watching? Playing?
What am I watching and playing? Basically, I mean, it's always the same stuff.
Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest 2. So I beat Dragon Warrior 3 on the Game Boy Color.
Oh, nice.
And I'm kind of tempted to do like the last bit of the game, which is basically, so I just beat like the post game final boss, and he gives you a wish.
Okay.
And out of the 4 wishes, there's 5 wishes. I think basically one of them is like a hidden wish, where like in the menu it doesn't actually say what it is. It's like a option that's like whited out. Oh. It's because it's a secret, and so you click on it and it unlocks like an extra post game dungeon.
Ooh.
But the thing is, to get into the official area, you need to collect all of the monster medals from all the all the monsters in the game. The bronze ones, which there's 155 of them. And to get a monster level medal, you have to basically get lucky enough to, like, you beat it, you just keep fighting it. And
grinding until it drops.
Until it drops. And so I don't have all of them, obviously, because, yeah. But I am kind of tempted to do it. But I decided I'm just going to move on. So I have been playing Dragon Quest IV on my phone. Anytime I get a little bit of time.
Poop breaks.
And there you go. And yeah, that's been fun. So yeah, that's been fun. And then obviously, like Keyblade Warrior said, Elden Ring when I've got a second. I actually had Keyblade Warrior waiting outside of my house because I was playing Elden Ring. And he sent me like 15 messages. So I apologize. But yeah, and then... For sure. Then I'm also playing Dragon Quest Heroes 2, which is a Musou game, Samurai Warriors kind of game. Yeah. And that's been really fun. I've actually been able to find a lot of like people interested in the game and kind of involved myself in different communities and built my own community around it. And I've got quite a bit of players that play with me or watch when I'm streaming it, so it's actually a really fun game to play. So yeah, and then besides that is it.
You watching anything, man? Besides Spy Family?
No, and that's the thing. Since I've talked last time about this, yeah, I mean that's basically the only thing. But we haven't watched anything for like a week or two, so we're yeah.
You gotta watch the tennis match.
I know.
It's literally gold.
I know.
It is so gold. Oh.
Yeah. No, it looks really good. Yeah, we'll have to. We almost. That's the thing. We always get so close to almost watching it, but the thing that happens is always the same thing. It's like Timmy prefers to watch dragons or something on the TV, and we're okay with it because then we can do. Like, Agustina can just be on her phone, which she loves to be on, like, social media. And then I can do something else, either, yeah. Anyways, so it's always interesting when we've got a little bit of time. But, yeah, that's basically it for me, bro. So,
Doperoonies. Like, subscribe, comment. There's going to be haters, but make sure you are a positiver, not a hater. Follow us on the podcast systems, whatever you're listening on. Please enjoy your week, your weekend. Be kind. I think that was the memo of the day.
Yeah.
Watch a lot of anime and be kind.
Yeah. That might actually be part of the title of this of this episode. It might just be called "Be Kind."
Nice.
Episode 71. Be kind.
Kind. Seriously. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm Keyblade Warrior.
He is. I'm Papi.
Bye.
Peace.
Put that in the video.
I know.